Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. You probably know what this one is. This is the herringbone stitch. Now I have done a tutorial, oh gosh, not sure when it was, of a herringbone stitch, but that was a half double crochet herringbone stitch. This is a double crochet. I prefer this one because I just like the way that it looks. And it creates this really unique piece of fabric, should I say, that's double-sided, very soft and very drapey. It's easy enough to do once you get your head round what you need to do with the chains and the loops. And it just gives it this really nice, neat and smooth texture. The pattern is, there is no multiples for this one. Just make your yarn stitch count as long as you need to. I'm not sure how many I stitched on this one. Let's get a rough idea. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, I think it was about 20. So on a 20 chain, it's about 6 inches. So if you want to make a blanket of 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, go ahead, do 100 chains. 100 chains will be more than enough on for a baby blanket. But of course, if you're making anything else, this is a great pattern for table runners, bed throws, blankets, you name it, you can make it with this one. And I got to share with you this one because again, it's one of my favorites. I have another one coming up as well. I'll give you a little preview. Ooh, that's a pretty one as well. I'll show you that one after. Okay, so what you will need, I've actually done this with a 4mm crochet hook. And it was perfectly fine for this yarn. I used a 8-ply lightweight DK yarn, and it was by Stylecraft Special, so it was in the colour gold. It's a beautiful colour. Right, I'm going to show you how to make this one. Like I said, if you want to make a baby blanket, go with 100, I reckon. Just bring you down a little bit. And if you want to make anything else, then just do a chain accordingly. There's no count for this one. And I'm going to use this lovely, what was this colour? I believe it's called Mushroom. Again, by Stylecraft Special here in the UK. So I'm going to begin straight away. When you get you nice and close, you can see what I'm doing. Right, okay, so make a slip knot and chain. Chain however many you want to. I'll do a small sample, that was 20. I'll just do 10, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, let's go a little bit more. Make it 15, because we are going to be working in the 4th chain for the first one. Okay, so we immediately, there's no foundation single crochet row, excuse me, and you want to go straight into the 4th chain and start straight away with your double crochet herringbone. So you don't count that one. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the 4th chain, yarn over, go into the chain and pull up a loop. Now we are used to pulling through 2, pulling through 2, or you know, so but this one is not going to be like that. So you've pulled up the loop, pull that loop through now, the 2nd chain there, you're left with 2 loops. Then what you want to do, on my previous tutorial, like I said, it was a half double crochet and we just did that and we were complete, but this is a bit different. So you pull through the loop, then you pull through that, another yarn over and pull through that one, and then yarn over and then pull through both. Let's do that again. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull your loop through like you'll be doing the beginning of a stitch, then pull that loop through that 2nd loop, then pull it through again, and then pull through 2. Now the stitches will look like they're going to the side. That is the whole point. If you look at this very closely, so they're leaning that way, they're leaning that way, they're leaning that way, and then they're leaning that way. Okay, that's how we want them. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull that loop through that second loop, then yarn over and pull through another loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 2. Let's go again. Yarn over into the next stitch, pull your loop up, grab that loop and put it through that second loop, grab that loop, put that one through again, and then yarn over and go through both. Okay, next one. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull that loop through that second loop that's on the hook, then yarn over, pull the loop through the second loop on the hook again, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through the second loop that's on the hook, yarn over, pull through the second loop again, and yarn over and pull through both. You can hold your work here if it makes it easier for you to pull that initial loop through. It can be a bit tricky, but once you've got your head around how to do this, it will just become easy. So let's have a look. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up your loop. That loop, you can hold it here then, so that in order you can pull that loop through that loop. Yeah. Then yarn over and then go through that second loop, and then yarn over, go through both. That's why I've got you really close up on this one. Sorry if you can see any dry hands. I do moisturise, but when you do look through the camera, you think, oh, I could do with a bit more. Right, so yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up your loop, pull through that second loop, yarn over, pull through that second loop again, and yarn over and pull through 2. Couple more stitches here, yarn over, go in, pull up your loop, pull through that second loop, yarn over, pull through that second loop again, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up the loop, put that loop through that second chain that's on the hook, then yarn over, go through that second chain on the hook again, and then pull through 2. Yarn over, go in, pull up your loop, pull through that loop there, gives that little knot effect there. That's what makes it really pretty. Yarn over, go in again and pull through that loop, and yarn over and pull through 2. So we're on the last stitch here. Yarn over, go into your very last stitch, pull up the loop, pull that loop that you've just pulled up through the second one, and then yarn over, pull through the second one again, and yarn over and pull through 2. So you can see sort of slanting that way. And all you need to do for the next row is just chain 1, and you immediately work into this one. Okay, because some people chain 2 and go on to the second one. I don't like that. I like it going straight into the first one. So yarn over, go into that very first stitch. So you've got to be careful now, because you can go a bit wrong on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. We'll work into that chain 2. That turning chain there on the end as well. So chain 1, flip your work, go into the base of the stitch, pull up your loop. Hold everything there if it's easier, or you can just pinch your work so it doesn't. Go through the first one, yarn over, go through that second one again, sorry, and yarn over and go through 2. You'll get like a long one here, but that's fine. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up your loop, pull your loop through the second one, yarn over, pull through your loop through the second one again, and then through all 2. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull the loop through the second stitch that's on this side, yarn over, do it again, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through that, you've still got 2 there, pull through it again and pull through both of them. I'm showing you this quite slowly. It won't take you this long. I'm just trying to get you to see where everything is going. Just in case you think, oh, maybe this one's not one for me. There's a lot of meat for for you to think about, but it isn't really once you get the hang of it. This pulling the loop through here can slow you down a fraction, because obviously it's make that one a bit loose. It's a different way of doing it, but honestly it's worth it because the stitch is so pretty, and not only that, it's got great texture, really soft, and has a lovely drape to it. And I've done this with a 4. You could try this with a 5mm if you wish, and go ahead and do a little sample with me, see how you feel. And then you've got that turning chain there, so go into that top chain there, pull up your loop, pull through the first one, pull through that one again, and then pull through 2. So you can't see just quite yet. We'll do another row. So this is where, when we come here to the end, let me just show you, if I flip it over here now. So we're going to work our way all the way to the end. When we get to here, it might look bizarre, but that is the last one. Don't make the mistake and go into that chain 1 here, because what will happen is you'll end up going wrong. So I'll show you where to stop on the next one, and every row. So every row is chain 1 and work into that very first stitch. The first one can be a bit tricky, even for me. I'm trying to do it through the camera and then I'm splitting my yarn and everything. Oh dear, let's try that one again. It's just that first loop for the very first stitch of the row can be a bit. Maybe I should have shown you on a chunkier yarn. So now when you start, you might think, okay, I've done something wrong here, but that's not the case. It's because the stitches are going this way now and the next ones will go that way, and it just looks like that. But if you look at the bigger piece, you just get a lot, it's straight. It's just that you get that effect as you're going up the sides. Just getting a little bit more quicker now, but just slow me down where you need to. I actually try and hold, see that stitch like that, so I can just pull that loop through. It's not that difficult. It is difficult when you're doing the stitches and you're also looking through the camera while you're doing it. Makes great dishcloths as well. Okay, so this is what I was saying. So when you look at this piece of work here now, you would think there's one there and there's one there, but it's not. Okay, be careful. If you're ever unsure, just flip your work. There's your last stitch. That's just your chain 1 when we increased when we moved up the row. So you go into that one is your very last one. You'll see as the very last stitch. That just looks like a little knot. That's fine. Let's go into the last one. Pull through, and pull through. So this is what I meant. It will look like you've missed something, but you haven't. Chain 1, go into the very first stitch. First one's always a bit tricky, she says. do one more row with you. With these tutorial patterns that I've been showing you, I always think, right, I'm coming to the end, I think, of my, no, not my journey with YouTube, just in case anyone's panicking. What I meant to say is the end of certain patterns that I like, but then I just, oh God, I think, oh, I really love that one as well. I must show that one. So the patterns have gone on for a while, but that's fine. I've got many more things to show you. So here we are again. You'll think, oh, there's one there, there's one there. It doesn't look straight, it looks wonky, but it is. If you flip it, you'll know that's the very last one. Here. So do not make the mistake and then go in there again, okay? Because you will start going out. So that's a smaller piece. Actually, let me just do one more row quickly so I can give you at least, because at the moment you're probably thinking that just looks like a wonky piece of work because there's not many rows. Oh, do come along. See, I've stretched that now, but don't worry. That's just because I'm on the camera and it can get a bit tricky. So I'll just work down to the bottom of this row and then remember always going in, pulling up the loop and pulling the loop through that chain first, then again, and then through two. It's just like a 3 procedure through there, yarn over through there, and then yarn over through there. So it's 3 steps, should I say. This yarn's quite delicate. Maybe I should have used something a bit more bigger, but oh well, you learn as you go along. The other one was quite easy. It's the same make, but for some reason this one wants to split a little bit. Okay, one more after this one. See, like I said, it'll look funny, but don't worry, just go into that one. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. So that's your double crochet herringbone stitch. Let me bring the bigger piece in and pull you up a little bit so you can see. Okay, so both sided and a lovely texture. Trying to show you it here at all angles. You may have tried this before, but I hope I've explained myself. Okay guys, so thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Please do like and share this one as well. If you have any issues with or any explanations, please do put the captions on as well, and do slow me down. And of course, I'm always there. You can message me straight away and I will reply. I always have my phone on me. Quite sad, but yeah, it's always in my joggers. All right, you take care, and I'm going to show you this one next. I absolutely love this one as well. This is done with a 4, but I'm going to actually try it with a 5, see what difference it makes. You can compare the two and then you can decide which hook you want to go for. Right then, take it easy guys, and I'll see you very shortly.